Anglesea, a small picturesque town in Victoria, is usually the first stop for those taking the Great Ocean Route bus tour in Australia. It comes up around an hour and a half after you start from Melbourne, just about the right time to get out of the bus, stretch your legs, and take a break. Our driver guide from Otway Discovery Tours set out tea coffee thermoses, colorful cups, and two varieties of cake on one of the many wooden tables there. As we had started out quite early and the air was nippy, the hot coffee was very welcome. The guide told us that this area was originally known as Swampy Creek, but the name was officially changed to Anglesea River in the 1880s and finally to Anglesea. Quite understandable, as who on earth would want Swampy Creek on their address? After enjoying the hot coffee, there was enough time for a stroll along the bank of the Anglesea River. A few quick pics and we were ready to get back on the bus and continue with the tour. The next stop for refreshments was about an hour later at Cafe Koala, Kennet River. Our guide said this was a good place for spotting koalas, so we followed him along a path near the cafe. Sure enough, in a few minutes we spotted a koala. Can you see that lump high up on the tree? That's a koala, fast asleep. A pair of binoculars would certainly have been handy. We soon spotted another koala, but it too was barely awake. All in all, the koala spotting experience was not too exciting. But that was more than made up by the lovely birds in the area. Many people feed them seed bought from the cafe, so the birds were quite comfortable with us. Some even landed on our shoulders and heads. The colorful birds are definitely the highlight of the stop. Mobile washrooms are stationed on the parking lot in case you need them. The cafe offers some basic refreshments, but we didn't have any as we would soon be stopping for lunch at Apollo Bay. Apollo Bay is a charming seafood village about half an hour along the Great Ocean Road from Kennet River. Tranquil beaches with great surfing options are the highlights of this town. Although quieter and smaller than nearby Lorne, Apollo Bay is now a popular tourist place. Most Great Ocean Road tour buses like ours stop here for lunch. Our bus stopped in front of the main shopping strip at Collingwood Street, which had several nice restaurants and cafes. Most of these overlook a green grassy front that separates the commercial center from the beach. On our guide's recommendation, we headed straight to the Apollo Bay Bakery, famous for its scallop pies and sourdough bread. A huge stuffed koala outside the bakery drew our attention to a board listing the day's attractions. The bakery offered an assortment of pies, sandwiches, and desserts. We got some sandwiches and scallop pies packed so that we could enjoy them at the beach. We then made our way to the Apollo Bay beach along a sandy pathway. The beach was relatively quiet with green rolling hills providing a scenic backdrop. We chose a spot and sat down to enjoy our picnic lunch. The sandwiches were great. Unfortunately, I didn't quite like the famous scallop pie. We had some and then fed the rest to the birds hovering around us. They seemed to enjoy the pies much more. After our lunch, we strolled along the beach for a while and then returned to the town center. Travelers here can enjoy the Great Ocean Walk, which is a long 100-kilometer walk between Apollo Bay and the iconic 12 Apostles. We would have loved to go on this spectacular walk, but couldn't as we were part of a bus tour. We satisfied ourselves with pictures of the starting point. Soon enough, it was time to return to our bus to continue our Great Ocean Road adventure.